cooking. So we're going to make chicken chasseur. Never made it before in my entire life, but this is going to be the first time. So we need to start with an onion. So as you're already aware, I've done I don't know if to do it in 2 videos or 1 video, but if you see me doing my vegetarian rag puddings, and I mentioned chicken chasseur or chasseur, what the frig. I think we called it chasseur when I was growing up, or chasseur. This is the chicken chasseur. So we start by chopping up the vegetables, and this is an onion. Just normal white onion, nothing too posh. Believe it or not, I didn't think I had any time, but I have in my trusty. Anyway, we want to chop up mushrooms and onions. We're going to need 200 grams of mushrooms, so I'm going to do 2/3 of this packet because it's 300 grams. And I have to put this onion somewhere. So we're going to chop these in quarters. And this is a real time. What I'm going to use my in fact, what does it say here now? Let's just have a look. Because I'll come back when I've done mushrooms. Right, the mushrooms have been cut up. I'm just going to get on with normally what I do with the garlic is I squash it with a knife. I think I showed you that last time. Trick I got off the ex-husband, but today I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, crikey. I've just been watching that YouTube video. Have you ever seen it? Holiday, go to Oldham for a holiday. If you've not seen it, as soon as you finish watching this video, or go and watch it and come back if you want. But it's absolutely brilliant. It's got like loads of old Oldhamers from years ago. It's from the 70s when there was this push to like bring people to come on holiday to Oldham. And they were slagging the town off back then, to be fair. It wasn't anywhere as near as stripped of its historical value as it is to these days. So I don't know what they were mourning for, because they still had some good. There's a video in there. I can't make head nor tail of what it is. I'm wondering if it's Chariton. Anyhow, right, you need onion, garlic, mushroom. Obviously you need chicken. And so let's have a look. It's not actually a lot, you know, 225ml, but I think it'll finish my bottle off. Yeah, despite what I had left in the bottle, to be fair. Right, so apparently what we need to do now, I've got my salt, I've got my pepper. So it says, step 1, heat the olive oil and half for the butter. I ain't got butter, I've got margarine, so we'll have to just do margarine. And I don't know what 25 grams are. In fact I do, because I know what 10 grams are. Right, let me show you this pan. So it's a pressure cooker, casserole maker, can make rice, bread, soup, quinoa, it can even bake a cake. But what we want to do, we want to saute. So what this is going to do now, it's going to set that off, so it's a hot pan. I'm going to come back when I've got the oil and the butter in, hang on. Right, I'm winging this bit now, so we need to put the chicken in. Where's my friggin' things? Hang on. I'm looking for these. So in goes the chicken, face down. And the other thing I'm not doing is I'm not leaving the skin on the chicken, because I just can't stomach it. So this is what we're doing now. We're just going to basically brown this chicken for 4 minutes and then come back, so bear with me. So what I'm doing now, I'm just turning them over. Left them for about 2 minutes just while I washed everything. And that's what it's looking like at the moment. I'm going to give it another 3 minutes. Right, the chicken has done a couple of sides. It's not browning. Well, it is browning a bit. Might just give it another minute. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you. I'm trying to do everything one hand, and I think I'm going to give it another minute, and then dish out. Right, so the chicken is now there, and we're going to put the onion in. I think I have to put some more butter in, so I might need my other hand, just bear with me. So what we're doing now, we're just buttering up this onion. I think you can see that. This machine is really good, you know. I've been going 9 minutes. And then what I'm going to do, once I've got everything in and it's ready to like just cook, I'm just going to put it on like a stew setting. And then it'll make sure that, well, I'll just do it 2 times over. I'll just do it as long as I need to do it so that it's smooth. So I'm going to cook this onion now for 5 minutes, and I'm going to come back when I'm adding the mushrooms, the wine and the garlic, okay? Right, so the onion has been cooking for about 4 minutes. I get bored, I just want to throw it all in and just like let it cook, but that's the chicken there, that's the flour from the previous puddings which are there. This is what I'm looking at the moment, and I'm just going to throw, it said do the garlic and the mushrooms, but I'm just doing it all in one because I can't be arsed. And then I'm just going to mix all of that in. It smells, you know what, nowhere on the recipe does it say add salt or pepper, but I am going to put some salt and pepper in, probably before I put the chicken back in for it to cook. The chicken's obviously not cooked, there's blood coming out of that one there, but the outside of it, I think I probably should have left the skin on, but I really couldn't face the skin, just don't like it, and since I've got to eat this, I thought, you know what, I just need to cook it. Because I'm going to eat it, not... Shit, that won't come out. Yeah, I thought I'm going to have to cook it because I'm going to eat it rather than the other way around. I've done a lot of cooking today, you know. I did them puddings. They look pretty good. And they're still red hot. They've been there for about 40 minutes now. Wow. No, maybe not that long. I suppose I can put that butter away now. It's not butter, actually. It's... brilliantly butter it. So I need to do some stock. That's the red wine. So I need to transfer that into a cup. I need to do that now actually, so I'm going to have to come back. So what I've done is I've put the red wine in the cup, just out of the way. And then in here, I got this from Asda 49p. We need to do 500 mils, so that's that, of stock. Chicken stock. So I'm going to use 2 oxo cubes, which I think will be fine. I wish you could smell it. It smells absolute. All it is just fried onions and mushrooms. It smells amazing. These are pretty old, these. You know when they go solid, but fine, just stick them in. The water will break them down. It's got to be chicken stock, and this is the only chicken stock I've got. They're actually solid, but I reckon the water will break them down. And just give this a bit of a... Yeah, it's broke it down. You don't need to worry about crumbling it. Look, it's broke it right down into like little cubey bits. Let's have a look what's going on over here. So, this is smelling really nice. So now I think I need to put the red wine in and the sauce. No, I need to put the thing in first. Apparently you put in 2 tablespoons, so I've just squoze that in. Mix that in. I think put the tomato in now is a good idea because then it'll break it down a little bit before you start adding the red wine and the chicken and everything else. This pan's really good. I highly recommend you get it, honestly. Our Andrew, who I'm cooking this for, my cousin Andrew said to do this last night. So, so it's your fault, Andrew. But this pan, I was going to get one of them in TK Maxx in Oldham. They've got those casserole ones. But you don't need it like that. Right, I'm going to put in the red wine, cook it down, and then put the chicken in, and I'm going to come back. Right, so now we're ready. So we've put in the thyme, we've got the thing in. Now we need to pour in the chicken stock. 500 ml. Probably should have done more than that actually because, sorry, you can't see. So I need to do that and then put the chicken back in. So Let's do that. These chickens, by the way, these pieces, I think they're about $2.99 from Tesco. So they're really cheap. This is what it looks like so far. And then I think we put the wine in and then cook it. Let me have a look. Let's put the red wine in. Should have put it in before the stock, but that's alright, innit? Stir that in. Stir that. And then I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to put some salt and pepper in. And then I'm going to cook it for an hour as a stew. Then I'm going to take the chicken out and I'm going to reduce the sauce down. And then I'm going to make some mash. And then I think we're probably going to eat. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Right, everyone. So it's now about 6:15. I've been cooking for a few hours. I've just been chopping up the mushrooms, potatoes. The puddings are still there. Believe it or not, they're still warm. They're not ridiculously hot, but when we eat them, or when my mum eats one of them, it'll be fine. And all I've done really, apart from clean up, is chop some potatoes, and I'm going to make mash. I'm going to do cheesy mash to go with. So there's going to be 3 of us eating, so of course that's that. And so all we're waiting for now is this. Once it gets down to about, let me think, 13 minutes, I'll put the mash on and then we'll be ready. So I'll keep you posted. Right, so I've just put the mash on. Should we let this go? I need to open the window. Look, I do tidy up. Just letting the salted water boil the mash. I pressure cooked it, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, when it stops fizzing, because that's all the steam that's coming off it, that's why I've opened the window, because obviously it'll gather. Oh, it's done, look. Right, everybody, here is the unveiling. Looks pretty good. Let's get a spoon. Let's lift it. The mushrooms are all wet. What I need to do now apparently is take the chicken out and then let it cook down. So I'm going to do that. When I come back now, it's going to be when I plate it up. So I'm basically just going to take the chicken out, put it on boil until it thickens up the sauce, and then plate up. Right, so I'm just, that's your seat there, Mum, yeah. So I'm just filming. This pudding's massive, my mum wants half of that, so I'm going to chop that in half and then plate the rest of up, and then I'll show you the table when it's done. Right, everybody, I'm not going to film people's faces, but this is the finished. So that's my mum's vegetarian rag pudding with gravy. And then this is the first ever chicken chasseur I've ever made with mash. We've got some red wine and we're going to enjoy our meal, so thank you for watching. Right, everyone, I know it's disgusting showing you some empty plates, but that's my plate there. Finished all of it. My mum's ate a massive amount, and my auntie's ate all of hers, and all in all, it's been a result. I'm going to let me show you what it looks like. So the chicken's this funny colour because of the red wine, and this is the sauce, which looks beautiful actually. So I'm going to put the chicken back in this sauce, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge. When it's cooled down, don't put anything in the fridge warm. And I really hope you've enjoyed these videos, and I'm really, really happy to have made the video for you. So I hope that you get something out of it. And thank you for watching.